Hello everyone, I am Sean Finnegan. I'm today joined by Lawrence Metten, the lead multiplayer designer on Warzone Firefight from 343 Industries. Welcome.
Hey Sean, thanks.
Super happy to be up here in Seattle at 343 taking a look at this mode. We are now in the later stages of a Warzone Firefight match. Tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here in rounds 4 and 5.
Yeah, so round 5 actually just started. Players during the intermission just before the round loading up on Rex to use. We see a Hannibal Mantis on the field ready to go. Round 5 is kind of as tough as it gets for Warzone Firefight. So as players are progressing through these 5 rounds that make up the Warzone Firefight experience, they get tougher with each one. You're going to be fighting more and more enemies and tougher enemies in each round, and round 5 is kind of the as chaotic as it gets. So you need all the firepower you have available to you and a coordinated team to take down these threats.
Right, so we had mentioned in another Let's Play, if you haven't caught that basically your enemies are getting more powerful and they're becoming more numerous as the rounds go on. So in 5 we have one special thing that these Mythic Bosses that we'll probably see pop up here at the end. Tell us a little bit about that addition and kind of what drives that design.
Yeah, so Mythic Bosses are all new for Warzone Firefight. They're a third tier of boss that we haven't seen in Warzone before. If you've played regular Warzone, you know that we have bosses and legendary bosses, and Mythic are kind of a tier above that. These
Very
characters
difficult.
are as tough as it gets,
yeah.
And they really require a coordinated effort to take out and quite a bit of focus.
So this is like when, you know, all 8 players on your team are like sourcing power weapons, bringing in vehicles and trying to take these down. Like, do we have different types of Mythic bosses? Like, kind of what can we expect as far as that goes?
So we're about to see one spawn here. It's the Mythic Warden. This Warden is a different color. He has more health, and he has abilities that the legendary Warden doesn't have. For example, he can fire at multiple targets at the same time.
Which is bad if you are Spartans who group up.
Yeah, so you'll recognize the Mythic boss with a different nav point. He's the red nav point here. And Warden Eternal has more health, more abilities. He can fire at multiple targets at the same time, which the legendary Warden Eternal can't. And he really requires all your firepower to take out.
Right, and we're actually kind of in a precarious spot right here. You can see bottom right, we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and we are kind of wrecking people in this Banshee, but these guys are not, they're no pushovers. They take some incredible DPS to kind of get down.
Yeah, they do, and it's kind of up to players to experiment with what weapons work for these rounds, and like, do you want to call in a Banshee? The Warden Eternal has the ability to EMP vehicles, so if you're in a Banshee, you might be an easy target here.
Which just happened to us, yeah.
But maybe if you're in something like a Gauss Warthog with a teammate on the turret, you're able to escape that shot and kind of do more damage. So it's really up to players to experiment with what Rex work for different objectives and how they can coordinate and work together to take out these bosses and complete these objectives.
And so now we've got his wingman down. You can see there's basically our whole team is on vehicles or on foot surrounding this boss and kind of dipsing him down. And he is, again, like he's going down, but he is no pushover. Oh my gosh, you're going to try and assassinate him?
I think we're going to do it here, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We have 1 minute and 15. I think we're feeling good about this one. Oh, I love your courage. You're on his back. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's epic.
That was so cool. So there you have it. That was, eliminating a Mythic boss. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for showing this to us. This has been the 5th round of an amazing Warzone Firefight match. Thanks for having me. It was really awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For everything else, Halo and Warzone Firefight, you are already in the right place. IGN.